Alright, hey guys, today is Saturday, September 26th, and I'm out here at one of my favorite spots to do some carp fishing, which is something that I haven't done since late winter probably. I used to come here a lot when I first found this spot and just catch and release fish for carp, and it's a lot of fun. They're big and they fight pretty hard, so I'm looking forward to hopefully catching a couple here today. So basically, everything is flooded. The water here is super high. About, let's see, it's been at least 4 days now since the rain stopped. We had tropical storm Beta pass over the area, and for like 3 straight days it just rained non-stop. So I was getting ready to build an ark. It was crazy. I haven't seen that much water here since Hurricane Harvey hit. But really, it was just what the doctor ordered. You know, the land was so dry. It had been so hot and so dry for so long that, you know, we really needed that rain. But I expected after, 4 days since the rain stopped that, it wouldn't be flooded here anymore. But the water's still so high, it's crazy. And maybe later I'll show you where some of the high water marks are. Like, you can see where the debris came up to. It's just nuts. Oh, dang, I'm pretty sure that was the carp. So anyways, it's kind of tough here, there's a lot of current and the water has flooded the banks of the channel here. But basically all I'm doing is I'm taking a little bit of white bread, putting it on a hook with a split shot, and just tossing it out there into some calm water, paying very close attention because for me the hardest part about carp fishing is getting the hook set, not getting the bait stolen, and getting the hook set, because it seems like they like to just sort of chew on it a little bit before they take it down, unlike a bass or a catfish, which just comes along and inhales its meal. Carp have these little mouths and they just sort of like play with their food, and I find it difficult to get a hook set on them. But we're gonna see what we can do here today. It's pretty nice out. That storm really cooled things off. We had a cold front come through, so it's probably only like 70, 72 degrees out right now, which is great. And I'm just really looking forward to spending a morning outdoors. So hopefully I'll get something. Okay, so I've got this little spot here that I want to fish. It's basically a little channel where there's a pipe over here, a drainage pipe, and it's sort of carved out this little channel that flows into the bigger channel over there. And you can't see it now because it's all underwater, but I know that there's a deeper spot that goes right through there, and the water's nice and calm. So I'm hoping that fish will be hanging out in there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a bunch of these little pieces of bread and I'm gonna chum up the water. And so hopefully, these little pieces of bread will break up in the water. They'll float around, and catfish, carp, anything that feeds off the bottom and that feeds by smell will pick up, the scent of these particles in the water, and they'll come over to this area and they'll find a bunch of easy pickings, and they'll grab a bunch of these little bread balls, and there won't be any problem. There won't be any hooks in them, They'll just be eating them, and then all of a sudden one of them's gonna have my hook in it, and I'm gonna try to catch it. So we're just gonna take a piece of bread here, and we're going to really pinch it tight onto the hook. Otherwise it will soften, dissolve in the water really quickly and fall off. But if you really press it on there good, they'll usually stay for a bit. All right, well, I've just had a bite. That's a good sign. Didn't get the hook set though. And amazingly, the bread is still on there. Well, that's good to know that there's fish out there biting at least. See if we can get one. Alrighty, well, I've had a couple of bites, but the fish are not hitting this as aggressively as I had hoped. And, you know, I don't want to point blame, but I think the reason might be this organic whole grain bread that my wife likes. So this is what I brought with me today, and I think this is pretty much just the same as the grass and the weeds that are floating downstream here. So maybe the fish want salt and sugar and preservatives and flavor. That's what I want. But unfortunately, I did not pack a variety of things, so this is all I've got to work with. Hopefully, I'll be able to get something. Alrighty, finally. Alrighty, have a look. That's a nice carp right there. That's exactly what I was going for. You can see I got him right through the lip here. Easy to remove. Oh, buddy. Alright, I'm gonna let you go, don't worry. Actually, I could really use some cut bait in the fridge. Alright, well, this is what I came out here for today. Nice carp. Slimy, guys. Still got a lot of fight left in him. That nice coloration on him. So this was just on a piece of bread. And I'm thinking about keeping this guy for cut bait, but I guess I'll turn him loose. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't have a bucket or anything to take him home in. So, all right, let's turn him loose here. Off you go. Okay, so it's been about 10 or 15 minutes since I chummed up this little spot with some bread, and I just saw a good-sized fish break the water. So I'm gonna give it a shot now. Got just a little piece of bread on a hook, a little split shot, and I'm just gonna gently drop this in here. Oh boy. Feels like a good one. What do we got? Another carp maybe? Whoa. I think I'm tangled up. Come this way, come this way. I think we got a catfish on here. I was just gonna say I could just as easily get a catfish this way. They'll take bread too. Let's see. Oh yeah, nice one. Very nice one. So my neighbor friend Joel gave me this fish hook removing device recently, and this thing's pretty handy. So this guy didn't quite swallow the hook, but he's got it pretty far back in the mouth. So see, just like that, came right out, no problem. So there we go. This is a nice channel catfish. Not what I was targeting, but I was hoping to catch one of these. Usually when I'm fishing for carp, I catch channel catfish on the same kind of bait. They'll eat bread and corn and mixed bait and stuff like that. So nice channel catfish, second fish of the day. So from up here you can really see how high the water came up. You can see all the debris on that fence down there. There's the creek, and right there, that's the high water line there, all that debris. So that's pretty crazy. That was a turtle. All right, guys. Well, it's not even 10 a.m., but it's starting to get hot out here already. I'm sure my wife would appreciate some help with the kids, so I am going to pack it up. But it was a nice morning out here. I came out to catch carp, and I got one. I got a nice channel catfish as a bonus. So, yeah, now that we're getting into fall, it's starting to cool off. I plan on getting out a little more, at least once a week if I can. So, until then, until next time, thanks for watching, and you guys take care. I'll see you next time.